Hey air signs, welcome back to my channel. This is Jen with Lighthouse Oracle bringing you the energy forecast for the incoming week. So this is for the week of Valentine's Day. Woo, all the love and stuff. So this is all the way to the 14th. We're gonna look into the tarot cards to give me an idea of what the incoming energy is looking like. And then we're gonna go into the oracle cards for additional messages and advice. So I'm gonna put these to the side for now. So this is for all of my air signs, sun, moon, or rising. Whether you are a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, there may be a message here for you. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. This is a general reading, so there's a lot of people out there. So we're gonna go and get started. All the decks that I use in my readings can be found in the description box down below if you're interested. But yeah, let's look at let's flip these ones first. Ooh, okay, maybe it's dates. Okay, I did say love reading, but what? Oh my god, that's so funny. Also the Magician here, so the Magician is also air energy. Yes. Why did I flip this deck over? I don't know. But also, if you noticed, I added some new flowers in the mix, getting into that lovey mood. That's so cool. Okay, we're taking this one. Ooh, look at all this air energy. I love it. Oh my gosh, I'm getting goosebumps here. These synchronicities are pretty amazing. Your reading's looking really good for this week. Also, I was thinking about postponing. Is there anything else? Is that okay? I was thinking of postponing my energy check-ins to do more love readings or love focus readings, especially just for this week at least. So, we get our little fill of love readings in for the Valentine's Day week. It's a special occasion, so why not? Ooh, this is interesting. Okay, so if you have some fire sign or fire element in your chart, I would recommend looking at the fire sign forecast. There may be a message there, which in turn, I would also recommend checking out the water sign energy forecast. There's so many synchronicities going on this week. This is pretty amazing. So, wow. Also, I was looking at this, the roses here, and I'm like, ooh, that's me. I'm the Magician. But yeah, because I'm an Aquarius rising, so yeah. So let's look at your... Also, I love the amount of cards that I've been pulling. Like, this is the amount of cards that have been coming out. I think almost this whole time, except for, I think Earth sign as well. I don't know, I don't remember. That's the thing about my readings. Every time I do a reading, I get in the zone, and then I forget what I say. So when people are like, I loved your reading, I was like, thank you. I don't remember what I said though. I'm so sorry. So, okay, let's just dive right in, right? So we have the Two of Cups, the Magician, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Three of Cups. So two major arcana here, a lot of court cards, and then the Two and Three of Cups, which is like pretty amazing. That's like really happy cards. Like, you might be going on a date this weekend. You might be asking someone to go out on a date this weekend. You might be like giving some Valentine's like gifts to somebody. Maybe you're going to the beach or something, because it's like by the water. It's super romantic. I love that. Opening your reading as well. Opening your reading like happy and closing your reading happy is really, I love that. Like the Three of Cups, for example, is like friendship, a bond, support, celebration. So maybe it's like, finally getting out of the water and like getting out of the water and like, kind of like celebrating that. I love it. And it's interesting the way I'm seeing this fold in as well. There is like the Magician here and the Moon here. So I do feel like there's a couple messages I'm getting. So one is you can be receiving, you're manifesting this Two of Cups, this partnership, this like exchange of love. With the Queen of Swords here too. The Queen of Swords, she's very analytical, very like straightforward. She cuts right to the chase. Like you are trying to manifest this. The Queen of Wands here though too. The Queen of Wands, she's very like, she's a very attractive queen. She is like that fiery, passionate queen. You see there's like a dragon here. She's got like she's like, yes, I'm the queen, hello, sitting on her dragon. Like, she's all like, that's cool. She has like a bouquet of flowers, and there's a hummingbird here that's amazing too. Very strong fire energy. And it's very interesting. I'm seeing two scenarios. So yeah, there's a couple messages here. So the first one is like, you are trying to manifest, like you are cutting the bullshit out. You're like, I want this. Nothing else is gonna cut it. I am manifesting this. I am working my manifestation. I am meditating every day. I'm going to manifest this. And it's so funny because I see like the cups being like right here. And it's so interesting because like there's the light and it's right above the chalice, which is like there's like the swords, the pentacle, and the wand here, but you are manifesting this. You're like, I'm just gonna cut the bullshit out and I want this. I want this. And I kind of am also getting like a bit of an overload when it comes to manifesting this as well. The Queen of Wands, she's like, she's an attract, she's like a magnet. So she's not like, this is, you know, like, I'm going out to take this, cutting the bullshit. She's like, you know, yes, I am the first prize winner. Thank you for being here to my own award ceremony that I made for myself. I am sitting on my dragon because dragons love me. And this, she's like, it's a very interesting energy, right? Like the Queen of Swords, when you put these two queens like together, the Queen of Swords is, she's a little icy, but she's very smart. See, she's got the scrolls here, she's like the broomstick, so she's a lot of wisdom. She kind of gives me like when Princess Leia became General Leia, you know what I'm saying? And also with this feather here, the feather gives me like angel, wisdom, guidance vibes as well. But with the Queen of Wands, she's like creative. She's got like dragon mystical energy about her. She's got hummingbirds around. And it's very interesting as well. The Queen of Swords has a white cat and the Queen of Wands is a black cat. So I feel like there needs to be a balance between these two queen energies in order to attract what it is you want. Instead of just, I'm gonna cut the chase, like if you, you know, you're just kind of like, one red flag, bye-bye, you know? Although red flags are important to note, you know, I also am kind of getting a barrier, not boundaries, which is the opposite of what I talk about a lot, which is boundaries, not barriers, right? You're noticing these red flags. You're like, okay, I'm gonna make a note here and there, you know? You go on that date, and I have definitely been talking about this in my fire sign reading, in my water sign reading, but like you're going on a date and you notice this person is just like, maybe they pick their nose, you know? They're just like, digging in there, and it's like, that's pretty gross. And then throughout the night, they're treating you really, really well, but then you just notice and you're fixated on the fact that they picked their nose and did not acknowledge, but the date outside of it was beautiful, right? They paid for dinner, they like dressed up really nice, they took you somewhere very nice as well, like they wined and dined you, and they were nice to the waiters, but it was just that one thing. Is it a deal breaker, right? Like, you know, maybe if you just pointed it out, maybe they've been at home alone for so long that they're just like, oh shit. Maybe they're fixated on that now too. But that's where the boundaries not barriers is, right? Boundaries not barriers is you're noticing these things, but you kind of see the bigger picture as well. Now, if that person that's taking you on a date or you're going on a date with is like, it's just one thing after the other, right? There's like, they're picking their nose, they're yelling at the waiters, they're leaving a mess at the table, they're making you pay, and then they're like, oh, hey, grab a taxi home, even though they picked you up, they're not dropping you off anymore. Or like, you know, things like that. It's just like continuous, just not a good person. Like they're just not genuine. And that's kind of like, okay, you cut the bullshit and get out. But at the same time, we have the Knight of Pentacles here where, you know, it's bringing in an offer of some kind, and this knight might be a bit slow coming in. Sorry, I had to step away for a second, but going back into the reading, yeah, there's moving on from this energy, there's a Knight of Pentacles here too, that may be actually, you know, a bit naive. Like I said, I'm kind of getting that person that's like, they've been, you know, at home quarantining because they care about you know, health of everyone else. So then they're kind of a little rusty when it comes to dating, or it comes to, you know, interacting with other people. So they, you know, but what they offer is genuine, and what they're offering is like a little slow, but it's, you know, with true intentions. And maybe they're, you know, there's a bit, they have like hidden emotions for you. Maybe they're like, they're biting off a little bit more than they can chew, but they come with good intentions. So it goes back to that boundaries, not barriers, right? Noticing, you know, maybe it's just like a little bit of things, but also not taking like extra bullshit either. If they're doing this over and over, that's consistent. That's like, that's a pattern, right? That's like, then that's something you need to either address, or that's something you need to cut out. But the other message I'm getting is also with the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups can resemble like a third party situation if we're looking at it this way, right? I'm seeing like this way and this way. So if we're looking at this way, there may be like a third party situation here with the Three of Cups, but there also may be like a party that you're meeting this person at. Or maybe you're seeing something that, and it's, oh, that's funny, because this Nine of Pentacles, it's like flying, and they're flying into like this party situation here, and it's kind of like maybe you're gonna meet someone that is like this kind of naive new person that's gonna break, I'm kind of getting like breaking you out of like a third party situation. Or maybe you're meeting them at like a get together of some sort. I mean, like I said, we're still in a pandemic, so maybe not. Maybe that's not a good idea. But I'm sorry, I got distracted. Someone came in. So, yeah. With the moon here, the moon often talks about secrets and hidden emotions. And maybe, like I said, there could be some hidden intentions behind it too. So be careful. Like I said, discernment, right? If there is like, the Knight of Pentacles is also that person that's like, the Knight of Pentacles is, I'm getting like it's the opposite of the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is like quick rush, kind of like, you know, spontaneous, kind of impulsive. So they're like, they act before they think. Whereas the Knight of Pentacles is they think before they act. But at the same time, watch, it's kind of like, this is kind of like a warning here too, a little bit. And I'm seeing, because right here, right, this is like all one beautiful energy, but here I'm kind of getting of a little sketchy. It could be a little sketchy. Like they could have hidden intentions. Like I'm seeing like the cat in here, and its reflection is like a panther, and it's kind of like a bit almost narcissistic in a way. So be careful for that, because that may, it's like, you know, it's like ask, you know, spirits kind of like watch out for these energies, because you might need to get out of there, you know, zoom away from this cat that thinks they're a panther. Also too, like on another message is coming through, maybe this person is just, you know, confident as well. They have like a lot of hidden strength that they're unaware of. So it's kind of like using your own discernment to see where this applies for you, or where this person is coming in, you know, to offer something tangible. You know, maybe, you know, you see a lot of great, and it's interesting, it's very interesting, because I see, you know, the black cat here, and there's like, the cat is like looking into the pond, and it's like, oh, you know, I'm getting that Mulan, like the reflection song. Inside, they're like the panther. They have so much strength, but they're still like just a small kitten. So they still need to experience things. And I feel like with the Three of Cups, it's like you need to maybe get together with like people that support you, that are your friends, that are there to, you know, collaborate with you. Yeah, sometimes the Three of Cups can bring up third-party energy, so I feel like that's just something to be aware of if that applies for you. If this is a third-party energy, you're already aware of it, or you kind of have like a feeling about it. If not, then that message wasn't for you. This could also just be the Three of Cups as in like a support group, a friendship. You might be meeting, you know, a mutual friend, that's where this is coming from. But yeah, let's look into your oracle cards and see what Spirit's advice for you is. I don't know if I mentioned it. I kind of got thrown off. I kind of knew this was going to happen. I don't live like alone, so my mom came home and she is here. And I didn't realize, yeah, but yeah, okay. So yeah, let's see what message is coming through. Let's see for advice that Spirit has for air signs for this incoming week. What is the advice Spirit has for air signs this incoming week? And then after this, we're also going to go into charms as well. So this is going to be the first video that I've ever done where I didn't either start over, like that I did like a break in the video. So just know that I didn't edit anything to make it seem different. I just, ooh, that is not what was supposed to happen. That it's just, yeah. My mom just came in and I just had to talk to her, tell her I was filming. So yeah, that is all. You did not need to hear that conversation. So, you know, that is why. Okay, this is, oh, 2 messages. Okay, so this is so funny because this card was on the bottom of that little pile that that landed, and I was gonna grab it, but I was like, ah, no, it's okay. It's just too big of a pile. But it came back up. So this says, bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. So that's what I mean by like, maybe like this date is actually this person, this new person that you actually have been manifesting is a good person. They're just a bit naive. They're just a bit fresh, a little rusty in the game. Also, it's time to take action. New moon in Aries. So look at that fire sign, right? The fire. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Aquarius also air sign here too. So, you know, bringing love and awareness and also action into this incoming week. You know, bringing love into maybe, you know, there's been Valentine's Day isn't exactly the most, you know, fruitful or happy day for some people because some people don't have like a partner or they don't have a date or they don't have anyone. So also being kind to yourself during this time too. If you don't have a date, but if you do, then it's looking pretty good. If you do have like a potential offer, I wouldn't say like turn them down. Just have discernment, right? Watch out for those red flags. Bring love into the situation as well. Understand where they're coming from as too. But don't just let them off the hook for anything, right? So that's where like the discernment is. That's why I'm getting like all these different messages because this side is like, you've been manifesting this, but there could be like little snickety snakes hiding in the shadows with like hidden intentions and hidden emotions. And I just want to make sure you're aware of that as well. So yeah, let's look at a final message and then we'll get into charms. Oh, there, that is the one. That came out with a purpose. Excuse me. This one says health, and it says, allow me, divine, to be tender and accepting of my body, no matter what ailments I may have. May I always know it's doing the best that it can. Help me be a loving ally and friend to the sacred form. So that's very interesting. It is very interesting that this came out at the time, right now, at this time, because my stomach is starting to hurt a little bit, and I don't know why. So maybe watch out where you go to dinner. Maybe choose a healthier option. Make sure your health is important too. Maybe don't be going to these parties. You know, maybe if you see how this date is like secluded, it's by the ocean, it's not like in a busy restaurant, or maybe just, you know, take out, right? Take out and go to a nice place, have a picnic, but make sure your health is in mind. Keep your health in mind too. Yeah, that's very interesting that this, so also your mental health as well, right? As much as I say, like, yes, you know, bring, you know, maybe not turn down these dates, maybe like try it out, see what happens, but also maintain your mental health as well. Make sure if you're not feeling comfortable, if you don't feel like this Queen of Wands, then you gotta kind of force out the Queen of Swords and be like, no, like hard no, this doesn't feel good. It's not good for my mental health. This person is making me feel awful. You know, it's like, yeah, take care of your mental health as well. And yeah, let's look into your charms. I'm not getting anything else. So yeah, we are gonna use a diagram, and we're also, just a bonus, we're gonna get some letters as well for potential initials of somebody. So what is the incoming energy for air signs? Okay, so interesting that this was like dead center, but that's pretty awesome. So it says 19, which if you reduce it down, it reduces to 10, which is like a 10 of pentacles, 10 of, a completion of a cycle. So maybe it's like, the time of being alone is done, and people are swimming in and swooping in to sweep you off your feet, because, cycles, when there's an ending, there's a beginning as well. So, and it's funny because it's in the center. Like, it literally, I was like, shoo, and it came out in the center. So we're completing a cycle of some kind, and that's pretty amazing. We have, oh my gosh, a dragon here. That's it, pretty amazing. See, a dragon charm. And it's in the self, and it's like, look at that, like dragon. Like, the Queen of Wands doesn't really have dragons in a lot of the imagery in a lot of decks, so it's pretty synchronistic, if you ask me. And I feel like maybe too, you've been in the Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords energy for a long time, because air signs, hello, So it's time to bring a little creativity, a little passion, a little action, a little adventure into yourself. See yourself as more as a Queen of Wands too. Bring that energy into you. You don't have to be this cold and like brutal all the time. So also we have this charm here. This charm it kind of looks like a flower. It looks like it kind of looks like a plate. But also having this being like this home area, it gives me like blossoming. Something is blossoming in the home, whether it's like, yeah. This looks like full bloom instead of just like a little bud. Something is blossoming within the home, and that's beautiful. We also have the little panda here that reminds me of balance, making sure you're keeping in balance with these energies, not being too cold, not being too hot, right? Queen of Wands, she can get really feisty too, right? Fire signs, so a little cool with the air, a little fire, so a little balance of both. With the peace here, peace charm here, it's like, bring love to the situation, right? We have a Capricorn, so maybe the person of interest that is coming to mind. Also, this Knight of Pentacles, maybe a Capricorn. On the back, it came out reversed, so it's ambitious, right? Like I said, they could be very, like, they love practicality, but the Knight is also a little naive, and they could also be a little spontaneous, coming in with a genuine offer, but they've been out of the game for a little bit, maybe forcefully due to the pandemic, so maybe they're a little rusty in the love department. But if they're genuine, you can feel it, and you can discern for yourself as well if it's for you, or if this energy is for you. Also, being the Knight and the Queen here, they may be a little bit younger than you, so just to point that out. Between the cherish, the friends, and the money section, there's this cherish charm, say that 5 times fast. And the numbers are 2, 2, 4, and 0, which are all very even numbers, which is beautiful. Also reducing it down to 8, which is like the infinity sign. So it's like constant, it's like a give and take between. Money doesn't have to be like literal finances. It could also be like money is time or energy or effort, right? What you consider money, what you consider an investment. And it's a giving and take between like your friends and your money that I'm seeing. Is like, maybe, bring your friends into the situation, right? If you're not sure about this person, ask your friends, right? Put investment on the people that have invested in you. Look at that. You. Also, maybe, I don't know, I'm getting like university or something. I don't know. Maybe something to do with you and money. Maybe spend more time on you, right? Invest more on you. Invest more in the self and your Queen of Wandness. So that's that. I was seeing if there was anything that was hidden. But let's look into the letters for a final. These could be initials of this Capricorn person, of this Knight of Pentacles. It could be this person, like that person that's coming in. So let's see. They could be words, anything. Not a lot. I was like grabbing it, but not a lot came out. So we have the letter J. We have the letter U, another U. We have E, and then letter M. So not a lot of words here. See the I'm kind of getting lost too, like maybe they're just not, see, and also maybe this Nine of Pentacles isn't really good at conversating, because also maybe because they haven't been conversating very often. So maybe they're like kind of saying so maybe it's like bring love into the situation, take action, take initiative into, you know, talking to them first. See, isn't that our favorite filler word? Also, gem. I know it's spelled with G, but you know, same like pronunciation. So, yep, that's what I have for you. If you pick out anything else, let me know. But this is where I'm going to go ahead and end the reading for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel if this reading resonated with you. If you haven't already, let me know in the comments what you think, if and how this reading resonated with you. I'd love to hear about it. Do you have a hot date coming up? Spill the tea, sis. I'd love to hear it. And yeah, like I said in the beginning, I might postpone my energy check-ins for this week. I might replace them actually with love energy check-ins. Like, it'll be like a different spread, but we'll see what happens. It is a bit of an energy, like I'm spending my energetic money when I do readings, so it does wear me out a little bit, but we'll see what happens. So just stay tuned, and I hope you all have a great week. Looks very spicy. It looks very, you know, filled with things. So please take care. Please be safe. Please watch out for your health, your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health. And I will see you all in another reading, okay? Take care, air signs. Bye.